Now guys, for working with database, we need to do few steps. So let me just tell you the steps. First is create a Java project. Maybe you can give the name as JDBC demos. The next step is, as I told, based on the database, you need to connect to the appropriate driver. So we are going to connect with Oracle driver. So we need to add Oracle driver to our application. As of now, we are doing it as a Java project. In a real-time scenario, they will not do it as a Java project. They will be doing it using Maven. Maven is a project management tool. So as of now, you understand that we will directly add Oracle driver to the build path. Okay. So if you are working with Oracle, add Oracle driver. If you are working with MySQL, add MySQL driver. That's it. Okay. Once it is added, you can start creating classes and adding all the code that is required to connect to the database. Other than this, now once I have added, I just want to know, literally I want to know whether the table is created, I mean how many rows are there, or what are the rows that I have inserted, is it available. If you want to know that, you can add Oracle to Eclipse, meaning to say that here only I can just open Oracle shell. I can see the commands. I can run my commands to check whether my Oracle is working perfectly fine or not. Okay, I don't have to go and open a separate Oracle shell for testing the commands. I can do it from Eclipse itself. Now let us see. So what is the first step? I need to create a Java project. You guys can do it together with me. File, new, Java project. The name is JDBC demos. So if you are getting a workspace compiler compliance level, please change that also. Click next, click finish. So I have a problem with that compiler part, so I need to change it. Let me select the project, right click, properties. So here Java compiler, change this to 1.8. Apply and close. The next step is, we need to add Oracle driver to the build path. Select your project, right click build path, configure build path. I hope you guys are doing it with me. I will repeat it again. Select your project, right click, build path, configure build path. Here we need to add Oracle driver. On the top you are seeing the menu bar. Select libraries. Add external jars. Can you see? Add external jars. Select it. Here you need to go to the path where Oracle is installed. So now in this case you come to C drive. Everybody come to C drive. Okay, so it is C drive, Oracle exe, app, Oracle, product, 11.2, server. Here you need to go inside JDBC. So this is the path. C drive, Oracle exe, app, Oracle, product, 11.2, server, JDBC. Inside JDBC, select lib. Here you need to select the jar file. So let us select ojdbc6.jar. Click open, apply and close. Now if you see, you will be having one more arrow with reference libraries. The library or the jar file that we have added is here. So this is having the interfaces and classes that is relevant to connect to Oracle database. This is like a driver. Okay. So all the classes and interfaces that is needed to connect to Oracle database is available in ojdbc6.jar file. This is Oracle driver. Now next is, we need to create a class. I hope everybody has completed this. Let us create a class. The first thing that we are going to learn is how to create a table from a Java application in Oracle database. So select SRC, right click, new class. As usual, we need to give the package name. Let me give it as com.srishti.training, create demo, public static void main, click finish. Now let me tell you the steps that are needed to connect to Oracle database. The first step is link and load the driver. The second step is you need to establish a connection. The third step is create a statement object and add the query. And the fourth step is execute the statement. That's it. Okay. The first step is link and load the driver. you need to specify the driver with which you are working. That is, we are working with Oracle, so we need to specify the Oracle driver. It was required in the older versions of Java, but now it is not needed. Now let me move on to the next step. Establish a connection. So now what I am saying is, first I have loaded Oracle driver. The next step is, using the Oracle driver, I need to connect to the database. Who is responsible for helping me to connect to the database? Driver manager. So using driver manager, I am going to call a method with the help of which we can connect to the database. So the method is driver manager dot get connection. Okay, get connection. Guys, this driver manager is from java.sql package. So to avoid confusion, you import java.sql package first itself. Or if you are just giving, if you are clicking and selecting and importing, that is also okay. But there are scenarios where there are statement, connection, they are all also from different packages. So without your knowledge, you will be just giving control space. It will select the first import and it is gone. So now as of now, I am importing java.sql.driver manager. I will show you that part also, because that will give you biggest headache. It will ask you to downcast. When you downcast, again another error will come. The errors will be popping up continuously. It will not show compiler error, but during the runtime it will come as exceptions. Okay, so the method is driver manager.get connection. You need to pass the URL, the username and password. So what is the URL? The URL is the link where exactly your Oracle database is available. In our case, Oracle database is available in the same system. What is the second one? The second one is username, that is system, password is system. That's what we have done. So now here, so for that let me just give string URL equal to, and then string username equal to, username is system, password is system. Okay. Now this has to be URL, username and password. And the first one is URL. Now how to get the URL, where exactly it is available? Again you will make mistakes. So to avoid that, I will show you how to integrate Oracle to Eclipse. And then from there you can get the URL. So now guys, again you have to do it together with me. Go to Window, Show View. Here actually if you are working with the normal Eclipse, you will not get it. If you are working with the Eclipse that I have told, like with the JEE version, here only you will get it. Go to Other, Window, Show View, Other, Data Management. Inside that, Data Source Explorer, click Open. You all are getting this? Okay. Now select Database Connections, right click, New, go to Oracle. Click Next. Here you will be getting drivers without anything. Just select the first button, New Driver Definition. Select it. So the version of Oracle that we are using is 11.2. Select that, Oracle Thin Driver. You should get an error on the top. Okay, click jar list. Okay. Select this one. Click Edit. Here you select OJDBC6.jar. Click Open. This is the complete path. Click OK. Now here, so this is the connection URL that we want to connect to the database. Okay, this is the URL where your Oracle driver is sitting. So in which part Oracle driver is sitting? The URL goes like this, JDBC : the path, that is, see, I will just show you. Have a look. See, JDBC : the path, subprotocol, that is whether you are working with Oracle or whatever. Then the subname. So here it is JDBC : MySQL : so it is JDBC : Oracle : then where your database is located. In this case, it is localhost : 3306 for MySQL. Localhost means what? It is available or it is sitting in your own system. Suppose if your database is sitting in a different system, you need to get the IP config of that machine. Guys, can you understand? I will repeat. This is the URL. JDBC : subprotocol : subname. Protocol is JDBC. Subprotocol is MySQL or Oracle based on the database : the path where your database is sitting. In our case, the database, Oracle database is sitting in our machine itself. So we need to use localhost colon. What is the port number? In case of MySQL, the port number is 3306. In case of Oracle, it is 1521. Suppose if Oracle database is available in a different machine, means you need to give the IP config of that machine. Then slash the database name. In case of MySQL, you need to give the database. We created database like training MySQL test. You need to give the database name. But in case of Oracle, you cannot specify a database, but you need to give the service provider. That is whether it is XC or ORCL. Now we need to identify that. Let us see now. So it is JDBC colon Oracle colon, next is colon thin colon, here @ server. So instead of @ server, what you have to give? It is localhost. Localhost colon 1521. The username is system. Password is system. Save password. Here, not in the service name, the SID, the service ID should be XE. Host should be localhost. Port number is 1521. Give the username and password properly. Whatever username and password you have given, you give that password and username only. Host should be localhost. Port number should be 1521. Test connection. See, copy this URL also, guys. Everybody copy this URL and click finish. The moment you do that, you will be seeing that the database is connected. This is the users, the schemas. What is that we used? Ours is system. Under system, we created a set of tables. Check whether the tables are available. See, you remember we created course, then we created employee, new employee. Can you see? We created few set of tables that time. So those things should be available over here. Here. Okay. Now, whatever URL you have copied, you paste it here. So now we have added the URL, username and password, and we have got driver manager.getConnection. What is the return type? It is going to return a connection object. This method, see, I will just show you. See, this method returns a connection object. So using the driver manager, I am getting a connection object. So connection is equal to driver manager.getConnection. I have connection also should be imported. When I give shift control O, that's what I told you. These many number of packages are having the same connection interface. So you have to be very careful. You need to import only java.sql.connection. If you want to avoid mistakes, it is better that you can give java.sql.star in the start itself, so that you don't have to do import again and again. Okay. This driver manager.getConnection is going to throw an exception, that is SQL exception. You need to call it with try and catch. We can do that part later. So once I have got the connection, using the connection I need to create a statement object. So for creating a statement object, using connection dot create statement. Can you see this? Create statement. This is going to return a statement object. And in the next line, I need to execute the statement and pass the query. It's not add the query and pass the query. So here it is statement dot execute. You need to pass the SQL query. What is the query I want? I want to create a table in the database. So here it is SQL. Statement dot execute SQL. So this SQL query, let us create it here. Even before the URL, let me create it. String SQL equal to, within double quotes, create table, table name. Already we are having an employee table, so let us create a student table. Student name varchar 20, comma, student ID integer, comma, city varchar 20. And okay. Now all these lines are giving me an error because I need to put everything within try and catch. So let me keep the statement. So I will just select all this, right click, surround with try catch. Can you see? Try catch block. Guys, you all know that once we are using a try catch, it's always needed to use a finally to close the resources. Or if you don't want that, you can also use try with resources. In this case, I want to use only try catch and finally. So first I need to put all these guys outside. How will you do that? Connection equal to null. Then connection equal to driver manager dot get connection. So this is the first step. Then we are creating a statement object. The statement also should be outside null. Then this has to be statement equal to connection dot create statement. In the next line, we have to call statement dot execute. Okay. And this returns a boolean value. If the table is created, it will return false. And in finally, so you all know that we need to close the connection and statement object. Connection dot close and also statement dot close. And what is mandatory? This also will throw exception. So we need to surround it with try and catch. Select it, right click, surround with try catch. Okay. Other than that, what we have to do? We have to do a null check also. If statement not equal to null, close connection. If connection is not equal to null, if statement is not equal to null, close statement. If connection is not equal to null, close connection. Control A, Shift Control F. Saving it. Let me go through this again. The first step is we need to establish a connection. For establishing a connection, we need to have driver manager. Using the driver manager, we are trying to get the connection. It takes 3 parameters. The first one is the URL. You know how to get the URL. We are connecting to Oracle using Eclipse. There itself we can get the URL. Or else you need to go to the spec and get the URL. The right approach is what I have done. The second one is the username and password. You need to give the username and password what you have given, guys. I have given system and system for my Oracle database. So that's why I have given this. Next is you need to create a statement object using the connection. So the method is connection.create statement. It returns a statement object. After that, you need to execute. Inside this execute method, you have to pass the SQL query. So in my case, the SQL query is I want to create a table. The table name is student. It returns a boolean value. If the table is created, it will return false. Okay. And if something goes wrong, it is going to throw an exception. If you are going to rerun the application again, it will throw an exception. And as usual, we are having a finally, whenever there is a resource, you need to close the resources. Now let us run this application. Select your file, right click, run as Java application or Control F11. Let us see in the console. Wow, it's giving me an exception. Name is already used by an existing object. What is the meaning of that? Already there is a table with the same name student. Did we create student that time? Okay. So we can have it as co-student. Now save it. See, I hope you all understood it. Because there is a table with the same name, it was throwing an exception. Name is already used by an existing object. Now again let me run it. Table created false. How to check it out? On your right hand side, can you see the data source explorer is sitting? If you cannot find it, don't worry. Again go to window, show view, other, data source explorer. From here also you can just open it. The whole thing is getting open. What you need to do is select XE, right click, refresh. Now come to schemas, come to system, come to tables, check whether the table is created or not. If you cannot see it, again you refresh it, you can just see the table. Oh, it has to be C, co-student. Here. Can you see this co-student? Let me open it. I want to see what are all the columns that is there in the table. City, student ID, name. If you want to see it in a table view, select it, data, edit. Can you see this? Yeah, actually like in case of Boolean, what is the default value? False. So they are giving the default value once the table is getting created. That's it.